Hey, big connect. How you doing? Welcome to the end of May Ramble. It's just gonna be a nice, normal, rambly ramble of Ramble Down. Um, what have I been doing this month? Well, like all months basically since the pandy started, it didn't really register that it was the end of May already in my brain because I don't pay attention to time anymore. Because time is a human construct and doesn't really exist. Time and space are kind of one unit in science, so I don't really subscribe to time at this point in life because it's just more fun that way, you know? You get more done without worrying about just anything that's going on. It's amazing. Um, I've been, trying, I'm on new medication, which has been almost life changing. We finally got to the root cause of what's going up here in therapy and then at my psychologist. And I'm doing really well now, and I'm really happy and really excited. And I'm learning not to, I'll say this. I was diagnosed with ADHD. Now, I'm 27. I had no idea. No one did. And within like the first 2 minutes of my psychologist appointment, she almost to a T described my life. And then, I started doing more and more research on it. And it's like everything in my life. I'm like, oh, I do that. I do that. Oh, this happened because of this. Oh, that happened because of that. And I think why in the past, antidepressants and certain anxiety medications didn't really work for me because they didn't, they weren't treating the actual problem. And now I am. And, I tried Ritalin for the first time and I didn't know that's what focus was or what it felt like. I'm able to read. I know that sounds really weird, but for my entire life, reading has always been extremely hard. Because when I'm not on that medication, when I read a book, sometimes my brain just does not comprehend the words and it feels like word soup, sort of. And I sometimes have to reread pages literally 10 times to even understand what's going on. And then when I tried the medication and I tried reading, I almost cried. It didn't happen. And, it's amazing to go through your whole life with something you didn't know you had and then find out you have it. And then, it changes your life in a way. But I just want to tell you that if you feel like something's wrong, something's up, go to therapy, go to a psychologist, figure it out, because you do not have to live that way. I had no idea how much anxiety I was living on until I went on Zoloft. And now, wow, other than that, I've really just been playing Monster Hunter and Tomb Heart. I have a little bit of gripe with Monster Hunter Rise, and it's not a gripe with the game itself necessarily. I am a little annoyed that they didn't put any of the Azure monsters in it. So, you just have the regular Rathalos and regular Rathian. There's no pink Wrath or silver Wrath or gold Wrath or blue Wrath. There's no red Kazu. There's no Azure monsters. And I thought that was a really weird decision since every game's had them. They introduced Apex monsters, which are hard and cool looking, but there's no specific armor or weapon sets for each Apex, and it kind of feels a waste. But some of the monster fights in this one and the turf wars. Oh my god, they're amazing. Riding the monsters to then attack other monsters is amazing. Um, my gripe is I don't know how certain people get to these high hunter ranks because everyone I play with online sucks. Oh my god. I I'm a vet of Monster Hunter. I've been playing since Monster Hunter 2, so I don't know if I'm just stupidly good at this point. But my friend's also really good. And this morning, I was doing it's the Hunter Rank 50 quest for. Because I'm trying to catch up now that Valtrex is in at Hunter Rank 100, which I can't wait for. Um, but there's a quest. I don't really want to spoil anything that in my mind was really easy, like super easy. I didn't die at all, not once. I barely get below like 75% health, yet I had to do it 7 times because everyone else kept dying and it perplexed me. I don't know if everyone just doesn't upgrade their armor fully, which makes no sense to me because they make getting armor stones really easy in this game with the subquests. And then with yeah, they make it really easy to get them. Like I'm stacked with armor stones and I have a fully upgraded set that I'm currently using, which I'm a sword and shield player, always have been. I find it very odd that I don't see more of them online. I mainly see insect glaive, lance, hunting horn, and longsword and dual swords. It makes no sense to me that no one's a sword and shield person because they are the best weapons to inflict elemental damage and to stun and to inflict blights just in general. So that's basically like my role when I play. And I don't know, it feels like people got worse at the game. I think World was maybe too easy. I never played Iceborne though, so I don't know if it got harder. And Rise isn't hard necessarily. I feel like they nerfed a few monsters like Nargacuga. Definitely got nerfed, and maybe for the right reason because were really hard in previous games, and now it's so easy to kill Nargacuga, and I feels like they buffed Tigrex a bit because first off, it's still hard in my opinion. Tigrex is much harder than like Teostra, Kushla. Like some of these Elder Dragons are really easy in this one. Weirdly enough, I feel like they buffed Chameleos a bit because he was a lot harder than I remember. But Teostra and Kushladora were really easy in this one. Narwa is such a fun fight, and Ibushi is such a fun fight. Maglamalo is such an awesome icon monster for this game. I love it. Kieran isn't in the game, which I think is strange, though they also haven't put Plesioth in the game like for like 5 in a row, except for DLC or like added later. So who knows? But I've been playing an absurd amount because I forgot how much I love Monster Hunter. I really want to play the new Resident Evil. With ADHD, I'm learning that my brain just physically doesn't fire dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin properly. And I go through phases of what I like, and I think I used to beat myself up a lot with it. I used to get really depressed when I wasn't enjoying things. And now I know that it's literally just part of the condition. So I'm learning to work with it. And although I really want to play the new Resident Evil, I'm not like the want's not there yet. But I'm getting excited, so I know eventually I'll get there, and I really want to play that. And again, like with art, I've been doing some art, but like right now, I kind of just want to play video games, and like I haven't really been doing music, and I'm okay with it now. I think I used to really, really get like imposter syndrome. I used to be depressed when I wasn't enjoying these things, which I now know are part of this condition. Um, and I really learned to appreciate who I am now and who I'm becoming, which is probably the first time I've ever felt a sense of self. I used to always feel disassociated almost all the time. And I think that's why it's been hard to me to enjoy video games again, because as a kid, I think I used to love them so much because I was withdrawn and I was disassociating into those games because I really wasn't enjoying my life. So I kind of have to relearn how to enjoy things, which is really weird. I have to relearn how to do like simple tasks to make sure I do them every day, and then also feel okay with just completing like one thing, because I always feel like I need to be doing stuff. I need to be doing. And, part of that I think is from childhood and how I grew up. But I think since no one knew I had ADHD, it got hammered in a little harder into my brain. So, I'm in CBT now, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, to kind of relearn these things. And it's just making me really excited. I'm really excited to get back to these things I love and relearn why I love them in the first place, and learn new ways to love them, which don't include I'm not doing them because I'm sad or because I need a release, but because I love them. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much been it, all I'm doing this month. I've just been kind of relearning life, and it's been really hard, but I'm finally at the point where I'm doing a lot better, and I'm learning to enjoy, and I'm getting on a schedule, and I finally feel like just a person. It's hard to explain. So I really implore you, if you're struggling with mental health, and no matter what it is, to take it seriously. I know a lot of my viewership is younger, so as you grow up, you're going to have hard times in your life, and don't be afraid to talk to someone, even if it's just your friends. My friends are extremely open with each other now. You have to talk about this stuff, because it gets easier to, and you get less afraid to, and it's good for you. It's good for your mental health to talk about it, to let it out in a healthy manner, because it's going to be very easy to let it out in an unhealthy manner. It's much easier to do that. It comes in forms of depression, anxiety, anger, and it's bad to let that out on not only yourself, the amount of self-talk that can really affect you mentally, but also others, it's good to do. So I hope you learn from me as well. I hope this is somewhat inspiring in a way, just to help, That's why I make these videos for you guys. It's to just, no one was there for me for a very long time, just because I personally couldn't describe how I was feeling. So I hope that this could be a message to really just take your mental health a little more seriously. May is Mental Health Month, and we're closing it, and it does get better if you do the work. You have to do the work. And I think the most important thing is you have to be ready to do the work. Someone else can't force you. If you're anything like me, if anything, if someone else tries to force you, it makes it worse. It makes you not want to do it. So be nice to yourself. Take care of yourself. Drink some damn water too. Because I can tell you right now, I bet a lot of you are dehydrated right now. And learn some breathing exercises, learn about meditation, learn about yoga, work out, take walks, be in nature. All of these things have helped me drastically improve my life, as well as talk to someone about medication, find out the right things for you. You shouldn't be afraid. It's not scary. It's only there to help you. And so are doctors. They're only there to help. So, with the end of Mental Health Awareness Month, I just wanted to kind of make this ramble of what I went through this month and how I'm trying to improve my life. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know I'm pretty open about it. I'm pretty open about these things because I think especially in our community of YouTube ASMR, which is really there to help you, to relax you, I think it's important for more ASMR creators to talk about their own mental health problems, because what we're really not told in life is that there's no such thing as normal. Normal doesn't exist. There's no such thing as normal. Seriously. Think about it. The fact that you're alive in general, it's a miracle. There's so many ways to not be, and there's so many ways to get messed up. There really just is. There's no such thing as normal. So if you feel a certain way, you bet your ass someone else has also felt that way. And you bet your ass someone's felt worse. And you bet your ass someone's felt better. The truth is, we just all feel the same things in life. And some people, like myself, sometimes it's out of my control. Sometimes it literally is just certain chemicals not firing properly. And it's important to find that out so that you don't go down a path where you're really just beating yourself up for feeling the way you feel. And remember that literally no one can tell you how to feel. No one. Anyone who tells you that you shouldn't feel this certain way because of something, or you should be happy because of something, screw them. They are not there for your mental health. If anything, they're projecting because they themselves probably are holding a lot back. So, remember, if you're ready to do the work, because there's light at the end of the tunnel. And, I'm excited for life, and I think you should be too. There's a lot of beauty in the world to find, and I can't thank all of you enough for subscribing to me and watching these videos. I know you guys like rambles, and I know I said that I was going to try and do more uploads per week, but again, ADHD, so did that for 1 week. I'll do the best I can, but with the way my brain works, it's scattered. It's I gotta be wanting to do it, and I think the videos are better when I want to make them. I think there's a few videos on my channel you could probably go back and watch and be like, wow, he really phoned it in on that one. Because, with YouTube, you try to keep a schedule of uploading. If you want to make it, I don't care about any of that. I'm just glad there's some people here listening to my crazy thoughts on life, because I love to share my thoughts and my ideas. And, the best thing you can do in life is learn to love yourself, because that way you really only spread love. If you truly love yourself, you're not going to treat someone differently than you treat yourself. So, again, now I'm rambling. I'm really rambling. That's kind of the fun part about ADHD. You can just kind of go off in random tangents. So, anyways, I meant to end this video 7 minutes ago. So, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, and if you're still around, please click that subscribe button. you want to share my videos on any of your social media or Reddit or anywhere, I'd be very grateful. I would love to try and expand my audience a little bit, but I know that that's hard to do. But thank you. Thank you so much for sticking with me for all this time. And I can't wait to share more videos with you. So, good night, good morrow, and I'll see you all on the next one. Thank you.